$10 calls, all right? $10 calls is what we do across the country. Appliance repair leads, $10 calls. I'm Will with Appliance Repair Marketing and Leads, and I'm going to show you how we get those $10 calls, because it isn't the way that all the other companies are. Now, be forewarned, if you need calls yesterday, we're not the guy for you. Call somebody else. There are plenty of good marketing companies out there that will do that job, and they'll do it quickly and efficiently. So if you want calls today, you need to call somebody else. But what I do want you to do before you call that somebody else is make sure you hop on over to our website and fill out this darn form. All right? Because if we have an opening, like we got an opening in Atlanta right now, and I need to find a home for, 60, 70 calls this month. So fill out that website and, fill out that form. And if we get an opening and it's already producing solid amount of calls, instead of me picking up the phone, I'd much rather reach out to somebody who's interested. So do that for me real quick. But let's get down to how we're able to generate the $10 call while everyone else is paying, I don't know, 25, 35. It just keeps going up. I had someone tell me today that they pay, I think it was $60 for a call. I was like, what? Like 60 bucks? It's unbelievable. So I'm going to go to this tool. It's called SpyFu, right? You can go check it out yourself. And you hit over this tab called PPC Research. So PPC means pay per click. It's what the majority of companies, advertisers, marketers do. So I popped in there Mr. Appliance. I can see that Mr. Appliance, they're spending about $50,000 a month on PPC. They're pay per click. So they're paying Google about $50,000 a month. I can see that Sears is paying a lot more. But, we're going to concentrate on Mr. Appliance today. So one thing that I just wanted to point out here is the cost per click. So that's a fine little info tab there. Cost per click. That means how much it's going to cost you when someone clicks on your ad. And so I'll give you a little example. Go back here. I'm from Connecticut, so I just use the one next door. These guys have a cost per click of $7.39. So if this guy in the first spot, he gets his website clicked on, he's charged $7.39. If that same person decides, hey, you know what? I don't want to pay a diagnostic fee. I'm going to call the next guy. And we all know a diagnostic fee, part of the deal. This guy thinking. Probably hadn't had his fridge broken the last 20 years. So he calls the next person, realizes, oh crap, everyone's got a diagnostic fee. Okay. He calls the first person up, clicks again. Google will allow 2 clicks before they think you're a bot. The third click, that's free because they think you're a bot and they won't charge you for that. But even though they'll charge you for those 2. So for that first call, right, that guy paid about 15 bucks. Now, that's if he's not having an advertising company do that for him, because the advertising company needs to make some money here. The second guy, he paid for that call too. Don't forget about that. What we do is we don't deal with that, right? We don't deal with that. We do search engine optimization. I know, big fancy word. Reminds me of one guy was talking to me at one of the repairs on a fridge. He was talking about the compressor. Blew my mind. I didn't want to hear about it. So I won't go too far into technical terms. But what you want to understand, right? The ads. Ads get 30% maximum of the traffic. Okay? Just think to yourself when the last time you clicked the ad was. When's the last time? Did you scroll down? Did you maybe do some more research? Did you read a couple reviews? You might have, you might not have. So what we do is that's what we call it a billboard website. We're gonna actually get rid of that term. I don't like that term anymore. But regardless, the thing is producing calls. It produced 152 calls in the month of September to October. Pretty good. Normally at $25, you're looking at a nice old invoice for about $4,000. This, we charge them a lot less than that. We went over to like $6. We're doing $10 calls now because we're going pretty quick, but they're still affordable. Still affordable. So if you are interested at all in what I'm talking about here, put your name down. What I'm going to tell you right off the bat, all right? Because this isn't my first business. I had a business before this. And, I learned to market it, and I learned to market it well enough that I sold it. But one thing is that really bothers me. Actually, a couple things. Fees, right? Fees. Like onboarding fee. I had a lady from Home Advisor call me today thinking I was an appliance repair company. And she started blabbling, blah, blah, blah. All about like, oh, it's low fees. It's only $288 to sign up. And I was like, what am I getting for that $288? We might, this is a big might, if we don't have the location already and it looks a little competitive, then we'd say, hey, listen, you have to prepay. And you're going to have to give me $100. Prepay for 10 calls. 10 calls. And that's it. But oftentimes, we already have the location up, started producing calls, and we're just looking for a home. Just looking for a home. So if you're an appliance repair guy, and you're thinking, man, this sounds like, $10 calls doesn't sound too bad, fill that out. If you're on the edge, don't fill it out. Don't fill it out. There's a big old X in that right hand area of the screen. Just click out that video, right? We're looking for people that want to blow up their appliance repair business, that want to hire more techs, that want to, be able to take some time for that family. That's important too, man. That's real important. And if you're, getting charged for that $35 call, and ends up being a dud, that's a hit. And you got to make that back. But if you're getting charged for 3.5 of those calls, and 2, oh man, I don't feel like a bad joke. 2 ended up being duds, right? But one of them was solid. 1.5 was solid. Think about that. Or think about if all 3, 3 of them were great, and that half was terrible. Think about your closing rate. Think about that, because it's all the same. One thing I do tell everyone is, when people have the opportunity to read reviews, they're a slightly better customer. Not a real good customer. I think about it like Stop and Shop and Whole Foods, right? The people at Stop and Shop, you've seen them. They're trying to scan that item, and they can't figure out how to properly scan their item in the self-checkout. Those people use Google. I want to say those people click the first damn thing that pops up. But you also have the people sitting at Whole Foods, paying $10 for an avocado. Okay, I'm paying 10. That's I don't know. I think that's equally as stupid. But they're the ones reading reviews, getting educated, so on and so forth. So if you'd rather be fixing the person who's paying $10 for an avocado, their refrigerator, instead of the person who can't figure out how to use the self-checkout at Stop and Shop. I love this analogy. Feel free, fill out the form, give us a call. You're going to deal with me. You're going to deal with me, and hopefully you don't get too tired of me too quickly. But I'm going to end this video before it gets too long. I had a little too many coffees today. I'm going to start rambling. I'm Will. Appliance Repair Marketing Leads. Just $10 calls.